We going? What's up, everybody? It is Eric Vidari with Vidari Realty Group. I am a realtor here in Austin, Texas. I help my clients get out of debt and into a home by putting them on a budget and paying off those debts. Today we're talking about credit cards. First, I was talking about how like 3 steps to get rid of it. It's simple. It's simple. You got to call up the credit card company, tell them no more transactions. Then you got to get rid of the credit cards, and then you got to start paying them off as fast as you can. What I did, I just what did I do? Oh yeah, I consolidated everything into a lower interest like lump sum, and I'm just paying it off. Um, and it's pretty simple. You need an accountability partner, obviously, and then you got to give yourself a miscellaneous fund. Talk about that a lot because that will help you control your emotional spending. But that's what originally was going to talk about. But look, I already talked about it. So now I'm talking about why. How did we end up in this situation? Can you imagine? Say their credit cards were not allowed. You weren't allowed to buy stuff on credit. Pretty sure your life would be a lot more peaceful. But now there are some situations where I saw, like the only one I really saw where it was like, why do people go into debt? And this really isn't credit card debt, so maybe it doesn't apply. But it was like medical reasons. You got to survive. If we want to survive. So, anyways, but I'm gonna be doing a little bit something a little different. I'm gonna be like freestyling my thoughts on. I just typed it into Google. I said, "Why do we go into credit card debt?" And right here, the first thing that pops up. Oh, let me see if I can share it with you. Yeah, let's share it real quick. No, share a screen. I'll just share this one. Boom. All right, you see that? We'll do this together. Kind of like yeah, let's go back to this one. All right, so it says right there, credit cards make it possible for people to outspend their earnings. So, yeah, basically, like I said, like can you imagine if you didn't have credit cards, your life would be a lot more peaceful. Why? Because you don't owe anything to anybody. You're not trying to keep up with the Joneses because your your income is limiting your emotional spending, and then you're in control of your you can stay in control of your expenses. So um credit cards make it possible for people to outspend their earnings. Yeah, so I mean my thoughts on that is people just they want to flex. Like there's no point to flex if you're miserable. My problem was I would use all my my income on snacks. I was getting energy drinks, coffee, snacks every single day. And that would add up to probably, $300 plus on my budget, even though I wasn't really keeping a budget. But because I was spending so much money not really focusing on the little things that added up, well, when I wanted to buy something big, I didn't have the emotional self-control to just say, nah. So what did I do? I would just throw it on a credit card. I have thousands of dollars. Um, but you live and you learn because it wasn't fun. Nobody like you're always having like, oh, I got some income, got to pay off a credit card, and then it's just this cycle of I want this, but I spent all my income on drinks and snacks and little things. Well, I'll just use a credit card. So it's like you pay it down. You're like, oh, you're feeling good, and then it's like, oh, you know what? I want something else that's kind of big. So my problem was, kayaks, shoes, suits. Yeah, just so yeah, it just because I wasn't disciplined. I didn't have the self control, and I just wanted now, 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 now. I would just like, hey, hey, credit card, let's go. And it would mean think about it: new shoes, boost your status; new suits, boost your status. So a lot of my problem was status spending, fueled by not controlling my entertainment spending because I was bored. I wanted to go get a drink, and I wanted to, get an energy drink, get a coffee, stuff like that. So I got my essentials, but then after my essentials, because I would go spend money at the convenience store on snacks and stuff. Well, if I wanted a big purchase, I had to use a credit card. But now, here's what I do: I have a miscellaneous fund. So if I have an emotional spend, I can just go across the street. I can get an energy drink if I want, and I'm perfectly fine. And it's perfectly fine on the budget. But the thing is, there's big things I want. So if I want a kayak, I'm gonna have to save all my miscellaneous funds to purchase a kayak. Or um I will reward myself. Say I bring in a big income because I'm a realtor. Um, I'll take a percentage of that. The last big check I had though, I actually used it to pay off more debt because now I'm getting the joy of just seeing that debt just drop, 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 drop. Right? I mean, not to brag, but I think I have like 140 something thousand dollars left, and that's house note, car note, wife's what do you call it? Student loans. So yeah, that's me. Like, think how good that feels. I, I I get to keep all of my check, or I get to keep most of my checks. Now, like, but I'm not. I mean, I got emergency fund after emergency fund. If I need to fix my truck, I can fix my truck. Because say something does go wrong, I have the money to fix it instead of having to go out and buy a new vehicle. So that was my problem with my first vehicle. It broke down. I didn't have the money to fix it, but I had the money to go and get a what do you call it? Get a loan on a vehicle because they deferred the payment for like 2 months, and I was like, oh, great deal. And after that, spending $400 a month, um, got rid of that vehicle, and then I made a dumb mistake. I got a big truck, but I'm paying that off. But now I have the oh yeah, I'm real close to paying that one off. But $10,000. It's a little more than that, but I have the funds. Say it's broken, I can fix it. So that's the beauty of being able to keep your income, because it's much cheaper to fix a vehicle than it is to actually go out and buy a new one. All right, see what I'm saying here? All right, let's go through. Let's see what else I got here. Let me see. Okay, it says, what does a credit card do? Why is a credit card? Let me see. Let's see what a credit card does. Let's just see. You know what it does? This is my opinion. A credit card just boosts your status. You're trying to look better than you are. That's what it comes down to. I mean, that's what I was using it for. I wanted new shoes, $200. I want a new suit, 300, $400. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's a status booster because you're acting like you have more income than you do. The amount, what does credit do? Okay, the amount of debt you owe on a credit card is one of the biggest factors affecting your credit score. Oh, yeah, that too. People are like, oh, I gotta have a good credit score. Do you really? Or do you just gotta prove that you can make your payments on time? I used to work in the apartment business, and if you had enough income, in the bank to show that you could actually pay for the rest of the term, they would approve you. So you don't need a credit score. It's only when you don't have the money in the bank that you need a credit score. It's swanky. If you have the money in the bank, boom, you don't need a credit score because you can prove I can pay it. Anyways, let's go on. So I would say it's a big lie. What is credit card debt? Why is credit card debt at an all-time high? This one says after coronavirus, reprieved Americans. Oh, yeah, reprieved Americans. Okay. They are borrowing heavily again to keep with decade high inflation on essentials such as food, gas, and house. Okay. I guess inflation's affecting me too. I mean, gas is expensive, but here's the thing. I know how much I spend a month on groceries, and so I don't need to bust out a credit card to eat. All right. Between me and my wife, I did the calculations, we're about $50 a week between both of us. We don't go out to restaurants. We do go out to restaurants, but only for dates. And we have a budget for that. Actually, we call it fun money dates, and then we actually do have a restaurant budget. But it's like we're not just going out randomly, just all right, let's just go eat. No. Like we know how much we spend. All right. So right there, if you know your minimums, you can actually, and we could actually even go lower on our minimums. But yeah, we just like we know we're comfortable. We like protein. She likes vegetables, and we make it work. This week I have pozole. If you don't know what that is, it's an amazing dish. It's not spicy, but I'm at work, so it's fine. But yeah, if you know your minimums, you can actually work to improve your minimums if you have to. If we needed to, we could drop down to probably $25 a week between both of us. What I mean by okay, $50 a week for me for food, $50 for her for food. Altogether, every month is about $350 to $400, which I don't think is bad. I don't think it's bad because you break it down into weeks. Let's break that week down. Actually, $50 50 divided by 7. That's about $8. $7.50. It's actually right here. It says 7.15. So it cost me $7.15 a day to be fed. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So let's break that down into 3 divided by 3. Each meal is costing me about $2.40. That's a good deal, okay? Break down your numbers, see where everything is going, and you're not going to have to bust out a credit card, okay? Next one right here. What are 5 reasons people would use credit cards? 5 good reasons to use your credit card. Credit cards help you build credit. Like I said, if you got money in the bank, you don't need credit. Credit cards are safe to carry. Okay, that is true. That is very true. If someone swipes you and they take your credit card, you can get that money back. Let me show you what I do. It's like, look, hey, try and rob me. Oh, I'm not set up for it. Dang it. Usually, it's a big mistake, Eric. Okay, watch this. Actually, I can't give away what I do. Say someone does, like, say someone wants to rob me, they're gonna know my secret. Never mind. I'm not gonna tell you what I do. Um, if you want to know what I do, send me a DM or something like that, and I'll tell you how I'm prepared to get robbed and get away with it. Credit cards can offer rewards. Okay, that's dumb. The only reason they offer rewards is because they need you to spend money on the credit card. It's like, oh, I'm gaming them. Like, oh, I'm gonna beat them at their own system. You're not. You swipe that card, you feel good, you're paying it down, and then something big comes around. You're not in control of your emotions, and you're like, screw it. Right? There we go. So no, yeah, they offer rewards. Get out of here. Credit cards create a paper trail. So does debit card. I can track every single one of my expenses on my bank account. Credit cards help in an emergency. They do, but the thing is, if you're not already using credit cards, you're gonna have money saved up, and you won't need to use a credit card in an emergency. It's that simple. Okay. Why do people get themselves in debt? Let's check this one out. What are the main causes of debt? A variety of issues can cause debt. Some causes may be the result of expensive life events, such as having children or moving into a new house. Okay, well, here's the thing. If you're moving into a new house and you're having to use credit cards, you probably shouldn't be moving to a house. And that's why I provide this coaching service, because I want to get you out of debt into a home where you don't have to use credit anymore, and you can just sit back and catch a good time. All right? You don't got to worry. You got financial freedom. That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay? Children. Yeah, no, like I'm trying to think. Okay, because I believe in pop them out, baby. Just go, 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 go. Right? But don't use credit card debt to. It's yeah. That's a status and an entertainment. That's you not being in control of your emotions. Put them on a budget. That's yeah. You're just not in control of your emotions. You're not in control of your uh, your spending habits. When you get on a budget, you can work the numbers out. Okay. Let's see here. Why is credit card debt so hard to pay off? Let's see. It says if you can pay the minimum amount due on your monthly credit card bill, then the remainder of the debt still accrues interest, and it compounds until you pay off the balance completely. Boom. So it's like, oh, I got 0% for 6 months, or there was when I was offered a year. But what happens? Oh, swing, 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 swing. You're just like, oh, I don't got no interest. Boom, I'm just gonna keep using it. Haha, jokes on them. And the next thing you know, the year comes around, and you're like, oh, what's one interest payment? I'm gonna go pay this off right away. And then you don't. And then you get used to just swiping that credit card. You get used to seeing money in the bank, and you're like, well, I'd rather use a credit card and have that liquid cash for what? I mean, it's not your money. You just owe it to the bank. Anyways, so I mean, yeah, right there. It compounds. And then you pay it down, then you're like, well, I mean, I can survive or not survive. It's you pay it down, and then it's like, oh, what's an extra $1,000 gonna hurt? Let's just do it. Boom, boom. That's just constant cycle. Oh, wow. There is actually a lot of questions on here. It says, do most people have credit card debt? Let's see what that says. Most Americans have some credit card debt. Go Baking Rate surveyed that 30% of Americans have between 1,000 and 5,000 in credit card debt. That ain't bad. But you want to be at zero. I thought it was going to be way more than 30%. Anyways, 15 have 5,000 or more. I was in that category at one point. Actually, I was in the six. It says 6% have more than 10,000 in credit card debt. I was there once. I bought an AC unit on a credit card. But boom, paying it off. Does credit card debt just ever go away? In most states, the debt itself does not expire or disappear until you pay it. Okay. What is most credit card debt you should have? Oh, let's see that. What does it say here? In general, you never want your minimum credit card payments to exceed 10% of your net income. How about you just never want a credit card payment? They're saying 10% of your net income. I'm saying zero. But, this is probably consolidated credit. So it's a consolidation company. I mean, maybe, hey, give them a shot. Maybe you have a lot of credit card debt. Use them and then get on 10%. But if you were with me, I would, Dave Ramsey, debt snowball, get it out. Let's just go. But credit card debt isn't the only debt that people have. It's just the easiest one that keeps us. And that the one where like the 30% have like 1,000, 5,000, that's constant. They're just keeping it. They're like, oh, it's fine. I'm building my credit. No, if you have money in the bank, you don't need to build your credit. Two disadvantages of credit cards. Oh, it says right here. At what age are most people debt free? The average person should be debt free by the age of 58, unless you choose to extend your payments. Otherwise, you could potentially be making payments for another 2 decades before you become debt free. I don't know what that means. But yeah, age 58. I don't want to be there. I want to be 35, done, nothing ever again. Anyway, let's see what else we got. How do depressed people deal with debt? Acknowledge your debt, write it down, prioritize your debt, identify your spending habits, set a budget, take care of your mental health, contact a financial advisor, start paying down your debt. It's good. I think it's good. How can I get out of $3,000 of credit card debt? Oh, 30,000. Yikes. At that point, you're going to start selling stuff. I'm not into a position where I need to sell stuff. I also I have a little house, so I don't have much to sell. Yeah. So what age group has the most credit card debt? I'm going to say 18 to 25. 2 more rows. Oh, okay. Never mind. That didn't work. Why is the 11-word phrase? What person is most in debt? Is it rare to have no debt? Well, you know what? I don't want it to be rare. Let's get out there. Let's not have any debt. Debt-free people are a rare breed, especially in today's world. Why? Why does it have to be a rare breed? You know why? Because everybody's chasing status. Everybody's not in control of their emotions. They want a snack. They want a little something here and there. They just go and buy it. And then on top of that, they're just trying to increase their status. You don't need to increase your status. Be confident in yourself. Do your own thing. And you don't need to impress people. Because here's the thing, you're impressing people on credit card debt. And that's fake. You're being a fake. Let's see. But I'll read this and we'll end here. Especially in today's world, just about everyone has bought into the lie that financial peace only happens when your FICO score is above average. You've got a credit card points out the wazoo, and your mailbox is full of credit card applications. We're tricked that our financial peace happens, or our financial freedom happens, when we have a beautiful FICO score. You don't need one. You just need cash in the bank, and that's even better. Anyways, I am Eric Vidari. That was a freestyle I did. I'll probably rewatch it to see if I'm interested in it. And maybe I can do, and if I like it, I'll do more videos like it. But so credit card debt, you want to get out of it? Call the credit card company, say no more transactions on this, cut them up, and get an accountability partner. I can be your accountability partner. All right, I'm Eric Vidari. Thanks for watching. I'm out.